Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Gamescast, episode 369. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gast, joined by Mike Siniti.
What's up?
Corey Feinsod.
Surprise!
And Tony Korkanakis.
Oi!
What's up, guys? Welcome, listeners and viewers, to the Gamecast, episode 369. We have a lot of stuff coming at you this week. We're going to get through this episode. We got a lot of gaming news, too. Like, it was so easy to fill this news up. I was like, shit, this has only been like 2 days worth of news here.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we had a Xenoblade Chronicles Direct today. Chronicles 2 Direct, which was very short. It was like, what was it, like less than 10 minutes, wasn't it? It felt like less than 10 minutes.
15 maybe.
Was it really that long? I mean, it felt like 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes, but... I mean, they announced the expansion pass coming for it for $29.99.
$30. What do you get?
You get one quest extension. You get... wait, I clicked on the wrong link. Sorry. Great. Now I'm completely messed up. Sorry, everybody. I was going to that. There we go. What do we get in the pass here? We get... let's see. This is awesome. Dead Air.
I'm trying to find it myself.
I still have the complete wrong link. This is awesome. There it is. Okay, so we get support for your items, support items for your journey. That's in December. I don't know what that means. New quests for the main game. That's in January. A rare blade. That's in spring. A challenge battle mode. That's in summer of 2018. And then a brand new story and adventure in autumn of 2018. So, it's a lot.
Asking a lot for not much information.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to get it.
That's what season passes are, though.
Well, I mean, if by the brand new story adventure, I like it, I'll buy it then. I mean, what's the difference if I wait till 2018? It's not going to be any more expensive. Unless you go Uncharted, where they make it like a full-on, the Lost Legacy thing. So, but...
Yeah, it depends. But, whatever. I mean, it's good for the people that really like the game.
It's good that Nintendo's doing it. Because they haven't really done that too much before. So.
Exactly.
They showed a little more on their combat of the game. So you get a better... I mean, I kind of had this idea anyways from their other showings of it. That, like, how the combat was going to work. It's a build-up, attack build-up kind of thing. More devastating combos as you build up your attack strength. So, different kinds of blades are different, you can have that do different attacks. It's kind of different effects per different beast probably are more stronger. Like, some blades are obviously better against other beasts I got from this. So, pretty good. I mean, it was quick direct. Anything, Tony, to add?
The biggest thing for me personally was the fact that they're getting Japanese audio as day one free DLC. So I don't have to listen to that terrible...
crappy English shit.
Yeah, that was honestly the thing that was turning me the most off of that game, aside from, the character model of the main character, which they fixed.
Not getting it at all until the Japanese voice came in. Yeah. Because it was annoying to listen to the trailers.
Oh, it was so bad. Especially the last trailer direct or whatever with the old man voice. I'm like, oh my god.
Plus they got different accents for every single person.
It wasn't consistent. It wasn't consistent.
We're talking today. I agree, Tony. I really hope this was voice strike related. I really do. Voice actor strike. But it's been bad.
And the thing is, it got worse because the original Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii was done by Nintendo of Europe, and they did a fantastic job. I mean, it's English accents, but it's consistent. It's actually English actors, and it sounds great. And the Xenoblade Chronicles X just was cringeworthy. But this one,
you speak English. Let's go here. You speak English. Let's go.
Right. At least in X on the Wii U, there were some characters that sounded fine, but for this one, every single character, I'm like, nope, doesn't match the character model at all, at all, 100% mismatch. But that's the thing where I can be like, okay, wipe my brow and be like, all right, day one, no hesitations at all. Before I was like,
reservations,
I'm gonna buy it, support it. But
I really like that collector's edition set. I like.
It's beautiful.
That game case looks awesome.
Beautiful. So. I hope we see more of it. It's funny because I was actually surprised that they didn't do a steelbook case for Zelda. Yeah. Because I figured out of all the Switch stuff, that would have been the number one obvious choice for a collector's edition. Actually, I'm even surprised they didn't do a collector's edition at all for Mario. It was just, here you go.
That's true. Yeah, just Mario. So, All right.
I thought it was very spoilers, really quick too.
I didn't see any direct.
They had a couple of spoilers. They had one big spoiler with a character in the game.
Yeah.
Just Really? You just put that in there? I was okay. So we got the same thing on that. I was like, what?
It's like,
I didn't talk about that in Discord, but I'm like,
that's awfully cavalier.
Yeah.
I guess I won't be so, it won't be so tense when I see that part. But
yeah.
Yeah, I think this is the next Switch game I get.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, it's gonna be perfect for lending itself for a portable play. So.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the good news for me is, from what I'm hearing from Mario, I haven't finished Mario yet, but like, there's enough of that end game to kind of dip into it as you like a palate cleanser and just jump back into things. So I'm looking forward.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing with it right now.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to actually getting through. I'm almost done with South Park. Oh God, I'm thinking what I've been up to, but I'm looking forward to getting through that and this, and probably still getting through Yakuza, and then playing Chronicles. You don't think so?
No. You could probably...
Yeah, Yakuza.
Yakuza's like a 50-hour game.
Shit, is it? Fuck.
What happened to Nier?
Nier I can do. I just didn't want to do back-to-back RPGs like that. You know what I mean? Like, I can do it, I guess. But isn't that like 30 hours, 40 hours?
It depends on if you do the second and third endings.
Well, you gotta do the endings. I mean, you gotta get the right ending. So,
Final.
Yeah. All right, let's see what else we got. Overwatch announces a new character, Moira.
BlizzCon happened over the weekend.
Yeah. So we got a couple of Blizzard things on here. Moira was announced. It's a support healer, right?
Yeah, she looks pretty cool because
it looks very interesting. I'm excited for her. So,
Yeah.
I mean support. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like she's kind of a healer, but uses like damage that your allies would take to either redirect that to. It showed her like doing stuff when a lot of enemies were using their ults and stuff. So I wasn't 100% sure how.
I think what they were saying is she's much more like Mercy than Zenyatta. Like a lot of people are comparing her to Zenyatta because she's got a heal and a debuff.
Mm-hmm.
But she's much more like a Mercy, where it looks like her ult is just a big ray gun of either or. So if you're hitting your guys, it's going to heal them, or if you're hitting your enemy, it's going to attack them, damage them. And then like she's got a teleport like Reaper, and basically she's got a lot of lore ties to Reaper and could be the cause of what happens to Reaper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
which is kind of interesting. And obviously she's ginger, so she's evil. So.
no soul.
No soul.
Yeah. So there's that. But yeah, it looks interesting, and I do think it's more on the side of like not having to aim very well, because it looks like it just auto locks onto whatever you're doing, like kind of like a Winston like lightning thing.
Or Symmetra.
Or Symmetra, yeah. But it's with heals, which is cool. And same with Mercy. Like it just auto locks on, which you can do. And then she's got like a ball that she can throw to like send out heals in the front lines or something.
Yeah, she looks cool. The other thing is, did you guys see the character video they did?
I didn't get to see the short. No, is that the?
Oh, the short was so good.
Yeah, Reinhardt short.
Yeah, you should definitely watch it.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I gotta watch it.
Yeah, they definitely go for the feels in that one.
Yeah, they I know there's an article coming out like how they really Blizzard owes themselves like to do like some animated movie or something like that. They really need to.
Yeah. I mean, if they did like even in the art style of the Doomfist like cartoon, I would love to see the Netflix show like with that. That would be amazing. But they also announced the Blizzard World map, which was kind of cool.
That looked so fun.
Which basically is like, what if Blizzard had an amusement park? And they just
what if
in the Overwatch universe?
Yeah,
because like there's no Overwatch stuff because it's in the Overwatch universe.
Yeah, but they have like World of Warcraft,
Hearthstone,
Diablo,
StarCraft, yeah. Like nice Lost Vikings.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, the other thing they announced at BlizzCon, well, the other cool thing I thought was cool was bringing back the WoW vanilla servers.
Yep.
So you could go back and play the original concept of that game.
Oh, God.
And StarCraft is going free to play.
MC runs, man. MC runs. Oh yeah, and yeah, it's going free to play. Sorry.
Wait, what's going free to play?
StarCraft 2.
Oh, StarCraft 2. Yeah, the base game.
Yeah.
Base game.
Yeah, but I think the vanilla server thing is pretty awesome. Like, go back and experience MC the way I did it. It's fun. It's not fun at all. It's not fun. Gotta get some MC armor, you know. But,
I don't know how that's gonna do. Like,
I don't know. I don't even know what their subscriber base on is. I'm not going back to play it, but I think it's hilarious. Like, I think it'd be cool for. There's a lot of people that missed that that are still playing. They've missed it.
Yeah.
So
I think it's fun as a novelty thing, and I'm sure there's going to be a niche demographic.
I hope it's free for people who are already playing.
Yeah. They said it's just its own server.
Okay.
yeah,
Supposedly.
I mean, they're also bringing out like a new world, right? They're coming out with new lands for this.
Yeah, well, it's a new expansion.
Well, the expansion, Battle Azeroth.
And that short was pretty cool too. If you watch
that's interesting.
Cinematic.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's going so. I mean, the story is so out there now, though. I don't know.
Yeah, and that's the thing that's kind of disappointing. Like, anytime they do these trailers, I always want to play again. Like, there's that temptation, like, oh, I should just sub for a month and level up and experience like all the lore and quests and storylines. But then I'm just like, no, that's so much. And yeah, I don't know. It's very daunting. I really wish we just got a Warcraft 4.
Yeah. That would be nice. I'd like that. All right. Capcom. And that sounds like 17% this year so far. That's pretty good. It's Resident Evil 7's done very well, I think, for them, if I remember right.
I mean,
came out in January.
It did well with an asterisk. It's still behind their projections by, I think, 500,000 units.
It didn't sell for 4 million?
No, I think it finally did, but they had projected it would have hit by spring, I think, end of spring or something like that.
I mean, if you're selling 4 million, that's not enough. We've already saw that with Dead Space.
Yeah. And I mean, when they initially announced their targets, they said lifetime sales of 10 million, which I don't think is going to happen at all. I mean, it struggled to hit 4 million. I don't see it. Even with like Legacy, like next year completed, or no, this year they're coming out with a complete edition. So I don't know. It's really funny if you read their investor statement. They go like, "Oh, Monster Hunter XX on Switch did pretty well."
Versus Capcom, isn't it?
Ultra Street Fighter 2 did really well, and then Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite was released in September. Like, that's it. Nothing related to it. Just it was released in September.
Yeah, I'm still looking for a Black Friday sale.
Oh, come on! I don't understand how that you don't release Monster Hunter XX on Switch in North America. Like,
I don't know.
That thing would sell.
Yeah.
Like, it's so easy. Just put some subtitles in there, and like it's all you need.
Yeah, because the thing is, most of the game is localized anyway, because it's just XX. It's just like a.
Everything's killing it on Switch in Japan. Like, I don't get it. It's just it's easy money right there.
Yeah, Capcom being Capcom.
Yeah.
There's a thread on Reset Era where we're going over the financials, and people are going, "Oh, they made a profit. They're doing fine." And somebody posted, they're like, "This is their nearest competitor, Bandai Namco," and it's just showing like how much more Bandai Namco has grown over the past couple of years. And they're like, "And this is whatever the basic Japanese index is." And they're like, "You would have been better off as an investor just investing in the index than fucking Capcom. You would have made more money if you just had invested in the index." And it's like, yeah, it's pretty bad.
Bandai announced they're going to do Switch exclusives, right?
Yeah.
They're not saying what they are yet, but they're going to announce them early next year.
Yeah, so the thing is, Bandai Namco is like, we were really caught surprised by how quickly the Switch had been successful, and shamefully, we didn't have software prepared, as quickly as we wanted. But they said 3 exclusive games next year, so...
Yeah, I think that's a lot of companies, like, scrambling.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, and then I got Fortnite passes 20 million players, as well does PUBG passes 20 million.
20 million copies.
Sales, yeah. That's sales.
Yeah, Fortnite is free to play. Yeah.
The Battle Royale part, yeah.
And
you can buy it. I mean, you can buy Fortnite, but I don't know who's doing that.
Yeah. So that's impressive for both those games to be doing that well. But there it is, the games as a service.
Mm-hmm. And then in China, they just released a bunch of the top 4 out of the top 5 games in China on the iOS market right now are Battle Royale clones. 100%. It is just ridiculous. I mean, that genre has just blown up over there.
Yeah. It's gonna start seeping into every format. I think
it will.
Yeah.
Also, we got news from Sony actually changing their trophy reward. They're doing a rewards program for trophies. Did you guys see that?
I think we heard about this a while ago, but it wasn't implemented.
Basically, it's by points. So, each platinum is worth or 4 platinums worth 1,000 points or something like that, and that's worth a $10 voucher for a game or something like that.
Yeah, oh, wow. I think it's 10 platinums, I think.
Oh, is it 10?
What did it say? It's
10?
something ridiculous.
No, I think
it's something
4.
ridiculous.
I think it's 4, actually.
Mm.
I think 4 is worth 1,000 points.
You're gonna get those people that are gonna get like the crappy Airbender game, and like all you have to do is like turn it on and get
you get a platinum trophy.
Like I don't even want those games showing up on my fucking account now.
It says 10 platinum trophies gives you 1,000 points.
Oh, you're right. It is 10. Ooh.
1,000 points gets you $10 of PSN credit, so it's like nothing.
Well, I mean, there are some easy platinums, like Corey just said. Bust out those Telltale games, which are, by the way, also mini cuts. We forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, there's there may be 2 games that have a platinum.
Oh, really? They don't all have platinums? Oh, I didn't know this.
Wait, which games don't have platinums?
Telltale games.
Oh. Ugh.
Which we forgot to mention here. They're cutting their staff.
25%.
25% staff cut for that.
They should cut some of their schedule.
Restructuring their company to
Yeah,
align with the changing market. They're out overstretched. Like there's way too many properties.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. And I think
they've oversaturated the market with themselves.
That's what they've done.
Yeah, absolutely. Because if you look, I mean, they existed. I think like 2004 or something. And they just had like moderate, small successes with like really obscure stuff.
Back
and
to
then
the Future was like the first. Like,
well, right. Back to the Future and Jurassic Park were the first.
Shit.
Yeah, but it was kind of jank. But it was for the fans. It's like that's kind of cool. And then Walking Dead, it was just like the perfect storm of like timing, critical acclaim, etc.
And the gameplay was much better.
Yeah, gameplay, right.
Those other 2 eventually.
But I think just because of that massive success, all these other companies contact them like, yeah, we want you to do that same thing, but with Borderlands. We want you to do that same thing, but with, Wolf
Among Us.
Wolf Among Us, et cetera, et cetera. And they're just like, yeah, we'll take your money. Yeah, we'll take your money. Yeah, we'll take your money. Game of Thrones. It's like, yeah, give us all this money. And they just expanded way too quickly and just could not effectively manage that. And
everything suffered. The story suffered. I mean, the gameplay didn't get better. Like the game engine was not improving.
Yeah, and that's I think part of what killed it for me personally because I played Walking Dead, loved it. Played Wolf Among Us, still loved it. But then when Walking Dead Season 2 came out, I bought it. Didn't even play it. But then Tales from the Borderlands was, honestly, I'll pick that up. And I'm like, wait a second. I haven't even played Walking Dead Season 2 yet. Why did I buy this? And it was only for like $4 too. So I was just like, no, I can't buy another one of these until I play those 2. And I still haven't played them. So there you go.
Yeah, half of my Telltale gameplay is from, PS Plus stuff.
Like a lot of them came out for free. So.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, by the second season of The Walking Dead, which is just like, all right, this formula, all right.
Walking Dead was fantastic, and I think it was a great self-contained story.
It was.
It didn't need more, but I understand why they went with more.
And the Batman game is okay too. It's just, it's not quite enough.
Yeah.
Like it starts fantastic.
It starts to feel like it's not quite enough.
I'm afraid for that game again now. Like
that it's happening or not.
Yeah, I'm really not thinking.
Well, maybe it's get better. I mean, they get more people focused on the properties that matter.
And that's the one of all these I think that needed a second season the most.
Yeah.
The way it ended.
Yeah.
Also, real quick, Call of Duty's player base is up 400% with this version.
Yeah, this is massive.
I just heard
World War II,
is
man.
Very bland.
People miss it. Yeah. No, it's probably a fully mediocre game, but
like it's
World War II.
Storming the beaches of Normandy yet again.
It's probably better than like the past 4 of them, though. I mean, as far as because the last 4 of them were the same thing. Like, at least this is a different setting.
Yeah, but I heard the campaign is really.
When they went away from World War II,
really shitty.
Yeah.
I mean,
like
10 or so years ago, however long ago that was.
I did. I liked Infinite Warfare's campaign.
I liked the last one Sledgehammer made. So. It's the one that had Kevin Spacey in it. Oh my god.
Oh my god, Corey.
You can't play it anymore.
He was evil in that, so we get to kill him at least.
That's true. All right. Lastly, we had the Xbox One X console came out last night. Microsoft had a big press conference. And as a bonus for those that are watching on YouTube, I am about to do a quick live unboxing while we're talking about this, because I have it behind me.
Oh, that's your surprise.
So give me 1 second to get it. You guys can talk about this real quick. I'll be right back.
I'm so excited for the Xbox One X.
I think this might be the only one that anyone bought right here.
Did you see the projections that Microsoft had? They actually upped them 400,000 units.
Good for them.
So based off of like pre-orders and stuff for the Xbox One X, and this includes Xbox One, but they went from projecting 500,000 to 900,000 for quarter 4.
What's his name was saying they're going to clear 1 million. Who's that guy on Twitter that we follow now?
Actor?
Santa Claus.
No, Tony.
Matt?
Who's it?
Matt.
Matt. Yeah, thank you.
Matt
PD guy.
Pascatella. Yeah.
Yeah. So the one thing I did with this console is I did ask them. I didn't bring my power cable with me because I was like, well, I'm not going to, pull that out because it's the same power cable. So they did open this up in the store and take the power cable out. So I'll just. So it is.
You really didn't swap your power cable?
No, mine's fine. It's like I got that S console like was Black Friday last year for like $250 or less.
No, I understand, but
so. All right, so here's a quick unboxing. Wait, let me hold this up. So here's the box. Those are wondering, there you go. And if you look on the other side, it actually does say
Scorpio.
Oh, I thought you didn't want the Scorpio
No, I
edition.
ended up getting it. I ended up getting it.
What's the difference?
This has like a mesh top, which I'm about to show you guys real quick. If you're not watching this, you can check into our YouTube channel. I did swap the HDMI cable because this is like these cables are from Microsoft. They're rated pretty highly, actually. Their quality.
Oh, really?
Yeah, their HDMI cables are rated pretty highly. So
I would have swapped everything.
First things first in this box, we've got a... Yeah, I know you would have, but I didn't. Here's the controller. As you can see, the
Nice.
Project Scorpio down the middle of it, which may or may not be liked by a lot of people, but this controller will sit in this bag anyways because I have the Elite controller. So that goes in there and never
Still
comes back
better.
out. So we had that package. We've had this package right here for those wondering. I'm terrible at unboxing. I'm sorry.
Like for
We got this here. I don't know what this is. We're going to find this out real quick. Oh, this is the stand that comes with the Scorpio edition.
Oh, I forgot it came with a stand.
Yeah, so here's the high-quality plastic stand that it comes with. And finally, we have the console. It's pretty crazy. Oh my god, this actually has some weight. Jesus. All right.
Damn.
This actually has some weight to it for how small it is.
this is the smallest Xbox, I believe, right?
It's got a lot of... God, it's heavy. For a console,
Nice.
I just brought that S console in, so I traded that in because they gave you $150 on trade, which they're going for $189 at Kohl's on Black Friday. So,
Fair enough.
No
Yeah.
brainer.
it was a no-brainer for me. Okay, so this is nice actually. So, they actually here's the console right here, and I don't know if you can see the pattern by chance with the low
Nope.
quality,
Just looks sort of
but
Black.
it's
black.
pitted. It's actually pitted on the bottom.
Is it the Xbox logo?
No, that would have been nice to put on here. So yeah, this is the console, and
Cool.
yeah, pretty much it. You got the exact plugins on the back, like they mentioned.
Okay.
It's actually really thin. It is thin, and let's just make this official, Corey. I know you hate this.
Mm.
There,
What?
peeling up the sticker, and it does say Project Scorpio Edition right there, as you can see.
Nice.
So-
Cool, man. Congrats.
Corey,
Now you
you
got
leave
a
your-
Pro and a Xbox One X.
Yeah, you do leave your stickers on, right, Corey?
Usually, if I can, I will.
Yeah. I like to get them off of there. So now it's a nice, sleek console. So yeah, that's the Scorpio. I'll give you guys some impressions next week, obviously. Yeah,
Cool.
that's it. So then let's get into what I've been up to. Congratulations to Microsoft. They're selling pretty well. From what
Yeah,
I
we just
can-
talked about it. Like
Yeah.
they actually upped their projections.
Yeah, so...
Oh, I was fucking pissed because I was laying in bed last night, and I get a fucking text message from GameStop saying, "Hey, Xbox One X will be available." Blah blah blah.
Were
I'm
you on a
like,
pre-order for that?
no.
Why did you...
No,
Why did you...
because I signed up for like a buy two get one coupon.
Oh.
Like they're like, oh, if you text this, we'll send you a buy two get one coupon.
Yeah,
I'm
they
like,
got
"Alright."
you, man. They got your number.
Yeah. I was like, whatever. But it was just annoying because I'm like, really? You text me at 11:30 at fucking night? Get the fuck out of here.
Wow. Yeah,
And some
so...
people excited. They're probably like, "Oh shit, I gotta go
Nice.
now."
Nice design console. I do wish they had some more games for launch.
What's amazing is their console hardware has been getting better and their software has been getting shittier.
Their OS?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't really used the interface on this yet, so I heard it
It's
was...
like this makes no sense.
Yeah.
It's like open space, not being used, big square, like, oh, this is your game you're playing, nothing over here, nothing over here. Like everything was designed to be one way vertically, and now it's all going this way, and it's like makes no sense whatsoever. Really terrible design.
Did you see Did you see what they did with Gears like 3 and stuff from Xbox 360 BCs backwards compatibility
As far as like
on the X?
uprising it?
On the X.
Oh no, I haven't seen it. I haven't
it's
seen what they've done.
Amazing what they're doing with that. I didn't even realize they're going to do up-resing on the 360 backwards compatibility games, but apparently they're doing stuff for those.
Well, they did it for the original Xbox games, so I wouldn't
I'm
think
shocked.
that they would hold back on some of the newer stuff.
I guess Halo 3's getting it. They're all getting some upgrades to smooth frame rates and a little higher res textures. So it's impressive. That's good support for them. They don't have games at launch for this thing, though. I mean, like, they have... I thought I was going to be playing Forza Horizon 3, but Forza Horizon 3's patch isn't hitting until January for the 4K and HDR. Oh, it has HDR, but not 4K. So... like, I just found this out. I'm like, God damn it. I wasn't going to get Forza 7 because I don't want to get money gouged. And that's what that game is. It's a money gouge. So maybe I'll get that then when it's like if it's $25 on Black Friday. Did we see one yet for that? Not yet, right?
No.
No? I don't know.
Not yet.
So I don't know what I'm going to be playing on this because Destiny doesn't even have a patch that does anything for it yet. So the only game I own right now that actually supports 4K resolution is Halo 5. Which I've never played, to be honest with you. So maybe I will finally play that story. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I could do that rather than playing Nier and Yakuza before Xenoblade comes out. I don't know. Like, I just timing wise, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to play Nier then Xenoblade back to back.
Nier is an action game.
I guess
More than it's an RPG.
Okay.
It's like way more action plus shmup than.
So I'm doing South Park.
South Park is an RPG.
I know it is. Then I'm going to do Nier, and then I'm going to do Xenoblade.
I don't know, man.
I would just not do the second one. Why do you have to go right into a game? Give yourself a break.
I got a backlog I got to get through, man. I got to get through these games.
You're gonna have like a week. I don't think you're gonna like because you like are you gonna seriously be done with Mario next week?
Not done, but you can pop
exactly.
in and out.
Yeah, you pop in and out, and then you're done with South Park next week, and then you have Mario for a couple weeks to jump in and out.
I'm gonna be done with getting into what we've been up to. I'm gonna be done with South Park tonight. I'm on the last fight, so that's a perfect length game for me. I got done with pretty much everything in that game, and it's like 15 hours. Like that's where I'm at. Maybe get 16 when this is finished.
Ooh, really?
I like that. I mean, I'm sure
I think somebody said they 100%ed it in 24.
I'm sure there's sections of the game I didn't get into, but I'm like, I've done a lot of the missions, and
no, that's fine.
I'm fine, but I was talking on our Discord. Like,
I know.
It's perfect length.
Yeah, it's a perfect length.
No, that's fine.
20-hour game.
It's a good length when you have like 5 games in a backlog, but if you're looking for something to like
meteor,
so like 16, like 20 hours. Like it's gonna probably be 16 hours when I finish, but it could be like 20 if you play on harder difficulties. Like that's
for an RPG-ish thing. That seems a little short.
See, you guys have expanded your appetites too big, and this is the problem with the industry.
That's not even true. You can go back to real old RPGs. They're just as long, if not longer.
You don't need a 100-hour RPG. I actually would like under 40. No, I don't want 100 hours of a game. Like,
then you don't like the game that much.
No, come on, that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
If you don't want more,
so you wish
that
Zelda was only 20 hours. Is what you're saying? That's what I'm hearing.
No, I mean, there could be more content in Zelda in terms of the dungeons.
You don't want any more Zelda because it's going to be too long. You don't want that.
No, that game took, what, 40 hours, Tony? I think it was 34, 35.
I think it was 40, 45.
Oh, maybe
I mean, you could
45.
you could be at whatever, but I
think it was like 30. I think
fun.
I did 36 in that game, if I remember right. Maybe I was like 36. I knew it was in the 30s somewhere with that game. But that's fine. I mean, that's a good length, too. It doesn't need to be 100 hours. It doesn't. I will never play.
But the difference is Zelda could be 100 hours.
Sure.
It could be 30 hours.
Sure.
That was the beauty of that game,
sure,
because it was just like, you could go fight Ganon whenever you're ready, bro.
Yeah.
Whenever you're
Whenever
ready.
you want to do
go fight.
Exactly. And that's what I'm getting with like Mario game is like it's not a very long campaign, but the game itself is got a vast world, and you can tinker in there whenever you want, and like that's fine. But I'm good with these short experiences. I'm very good. I think it's totally worth the money I spent on it.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm just busting your balls a little bit.
No, I understand that, but so like I'm pretty much finished with that. I played a lot of that. Not a lot, but a pretty good amount. And I played a lot of Mario. I'm on World 6 now? 7 worlds in.
Did you do New Donk City? That's where I'm at. Okay.
So that's, yeah. That's where I'm at. So I just got I just did the mid boss fight, that middle fight, and then you go there, right? You go there.
Yeah.
That's where I think I haven't left that, but that's where I'm going. Yeah. So, yep, that's where I'm at. So yeah, game's fantastic, Mario. Love it. And it's like I said, everything I hear about this game, it's a great single player, like shorter length game, and then there's the massive extras you can jump into whenever you want to, kind of like the way Mario 64 was. You could like breeze through that game quick if you want, but you can speedrun that. You know, I mean, I've seen that, so I remember doing that when I was a kid. So this is like Odyssey for me reminds me of Mario 64 massively. I love it. I mean, like it has that feel like right off the bat. Like I mean, it's just the 3D Mario world. It's just no, sorry, that came out. It's not 3D. You know what I mean? The 3D world of Mario is really cool to play again, and I understand what Nintendo did with this game. Like they made this a vast game, so like this game's gonna be the Mario game for a while, and then maybe we will get a Mario 3D World game, but this is the definitive like 3D Mario game for a while, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Just piggybacking off of you.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I actually,
go ahead.
I actually beat the campaign in Mario.
Mm-hmm.
The final world, the first like. I hope this isn't spoiler because it's been like this in every fucking Mario game for a while now. The game, like the last world, is never the last. Like the real last world is just like the story last world, and there's post-game content, obviously. Last world is like super fun, just very artistic in the direction they took. I'm not going to say anything specific because it's kind of spoiling. I want you to go into it not knowing anything, but it's just fantastic. They added a little bit more story than I actually figured they would have in a Mario game, because usually just like, oh, Bowser kidnapped Peach and
go get her.
There you go get her, stuff like that. Because I kind of like the interaction between Mario and Cappy, because Cappy plays that role of just like the talking sidekick kind of thing, and like being, because Mario's still like the player essentially. But Cappy's pretty cool. I like him. He's not super annoying or anything like that, and he's super useful in just possessing things. But the last world was really cool. The last boss fight was excellent. Actually died a bunch of times, which was surprising because at least most of the Mario games, the boss fights are pretty easy. This one's a little tricky. The ending was really funny and unexpected. I want to make some comparisons to Sonic, actually, but I'll leave it vague at that right now. But there was a part where I'm just like, wow, we're Sonic now. Like, we have entered the realm where, like...
So, I've gotten a feeling in that game already with it, like, with the rings, and there was this flower thing you have to run into, and it gives you, like, a burst of speed. I'm like, this feels like Sonic. And I'm terrible at it, Mike, just so you know.
Yeah, I was shocked by how bad you were at Sonic games.
Yep.
It's pretty cool. They just dabbled into like a fun portion of Sonic and didn't go into like the creepy, super like furry fan fiction stuff that's just like, oh my god. Because already I am seeing so much Sonic Forces shit on Twitter and social media. I'm just like, oh my god, my eyes, I can never forget this. But
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Mike? Oh, anything else, Tony, you played?
No.
All right. Mike?
So, it's funny, because I actually did go back into Sonic Mania, because I wanted to see if they ever... Basically, I wanted to see if they had new sprites or different sprites for Super Tails or Super Knuckles, because they didn't in the old games. And obviously, Super Sonic is a different sprite, so I'm like, all right, this is new. Maybe they did it, but they didn't. It's just the same thing. He just flashes and has the trail. I'm like, oh, come on. But so I did get the emeralds with that. And then I also played the bonus thing. The bonus levels are all the, like, get the blue spheres thing, which I've now, like, discovered that the reason why with that lock-on technology with Sonic and Knuckles, if you put any other game in there, you just play cycling of all the blue spheres level. And the reason why they did that is because they're so damn hard, and it's the only way to get all the emeralds in Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles that, like, you need to practice them all the time to, like, do it. So that's why they did that. And I did the ones in Sonic Mania, and when you do that, you unlock the ability to play them all again, or do the original ones from Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles. So I switched to the originals, and keep in mind, I beat like 30 of these in Sonic Mania just going through the game. I can't beat one of those from Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles. And at the end of this in Sonic Mania, I'm thinking, oh, this is cool. I can go back and play the old games and finally get the emeralds in those games. Nope. It's not happening. This is like the trolliest level design ever. I hate these levels. They're evil. So that's it. And yeah, I play Destiny and Injustice and sports games too, but that was the new thing. Yep.
All right. Tony, Corey?
No, it's the same stuff, you know. I play a little bit of Overwatch, a little bit of Destiny.
Yeah.
Getting back into Overwatch more. I'm like, super excited for more, actually.
Yeah.
Glad to see.
I'm afraid to go back to that game. It's been too long.
They keep
so
bringing in, not that I'm saying it's a bad thing. I think it's great and everything, but it's like, there's Anna, which is female, and then the Mexican girl. What's her name?
Sombra.
Sony. Yeah, exactly. So, she was female, and then Orisa, I guess, is a female version of a robot or something. And then Doomfist, and then this chick. So I was like, oh, this is awesome. They're bringing more female
diversity.
Yeah.
Which is still cool. But yeah, just a bunch of that stuff. And like I said, they keep this. I'm super excited for the new character, and they keep adding content to Overwatch. It just makes such a great value from what like your initial $60. So it's always fun to go back.
Yeah, and that's why, you know, people are like, I know the big thing right now on social media with the game industry is like, oh, loot crate. I'm like, all right, look, there's obviously games that do loot crate wrong, like the way they were originally going to do Battlefront 2. But Overwatch, it's not perfect, but Overwatch is a great example of loot crates done right.
And yeah, we talked about this before, but I really think it's just the character design and personality of the characters that does it. It's not because another game could do the exact same thing. It's not going to be as successful.
No,
it's just the way.
You gotta hit the right.
I think it's really the mechanics that make this game, but
I think you gotta hit the right notes with the audience.
Well, that too, but I mean, like, all it is just a cosmetic item. Games have done this before. It's just like everything about Overwatch's charm and personality.
Oh, no, the cosmetic items, again, because they change everything. It's not just colors. Like, right. I think that's a big difference.
Sure. Yeah. It's a bit, yeah, they definitely changed the look and even like some of the
sound clips occasionally.
Right. Voice lines and stuff, and like they can actually be detrimental to your playstyle sometimes, because like the Noir skin for Widowmaker, like the hair will like swing, and like if you're hiding behind a building, it can swing out so people can see it.
Yeah,
it's funny. But
there's no hiding in Overwatch.
But yeah, no, it's great, and I love the changes to the seasons. It's been fantastic. The changes are really good.
Has the new season started yet or no?
It didn't, when I played it wasn't up yet, but I think it's supposed to be coming up soon, so it might be today because it's the reset. I don't know, I have to check.
You have to let me know when you play that again, because I'll jump on every now and then.
Yeah,
I've been meaning to get back into it, just, you know, going in solo, just like sometimes it's like, all right, let me just hear racist fucking 13-year-olds just God. Although apparently they've gotten better at like suspending and banning, and apparently they rehauled their report system, so it's got to be a lot more effective, allegedly.
I don't know about console though. Console's hard to.
Oh yeah. You're right.
That reminds me, I had a traitor on my team in Rocket League this week.
Coming out for Switch.
A guy who we were down like 2 goals, and then he just decided, all right, I'm going to score for the other team now. Piece of shit. Those are I think the only people I would report when you like actually are playing for the other team. I'm like, all right, I'm going to report you. Like, you can say whatever you want. I don't care.
Did this unprovoked.
He did this because I think me or the other guy said what a save to him once when he missed a save.
So you're trash talking him, and he decided.
Every game, someone says what a save to their teammates.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, that's the default.
That's just how it is. Thing. I mean, it's so common. It's like, what a save, and then it's like, no problem. It's like, whatever. But this guy just like lost it and like went rogue on us in Rocket League. So yeah,
I'm very curious about the Switch version. See how that performs.
Yeah. Interesting.
60 FPS.
Yeah.
They guarantee.
I mean, as in like sales wise and stuff.
Yeah. I think it's going to be like real quick. Just to talk about, like, Nintendo really left November open for all the third parties. I mean, you got Doom this Friday, you have Rocket League next Friday or Thursday, whatever it is. Skyrim on the 18th. And I know I'm missing a ton of other like just November releases, but those are like the big hitters.
Do we know how big Doom is?
13 gigs.
13. It fits on a so the single player fits on a cartridge. If you want the multiplayer, you have to download it. But I think that's a good compromise because I didn't give a fuck about
who cares
multiplayer
about multiplayer, right?
And honestly, it pissed me off because when I was playing on PlayStation 4, I think it was like a 50 gigabyte install or something.
Wow.
And you could not play it like the single player without downloading the entire thing. It frustrated the shit out of me. I'm like, really. So yeah.
You're not getting on Switch, are you?
Doom? No, not Doom.
I mean, you already played it.
Yeah, I have fun with it. I mean, maybe down the line if I want to replay it again, I would. I'm definitely getting Skyrim because, as I talked about in Discord, that's actually one game that somehow I've never played. Because at the end of the console generation, I only owned a PS3, and that was the worst version of Skyrim by far.
Because if you wanted to beat the game,
I forgot all about that save.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure I remember
it's like a 60. If it went over 60 megs, like it just it wouldn't work anymore.
Would lock the console.
I know that happened with Fallout 3 too on the same system.
Yeah,
they just don't know how to make games for PlayStation. So
that PlayStation 3 was a bitch to code for. That was.
Yep, it was. But getting Skyrim, and then one other thing I wanted to talk about. It's kind of news related, but the League of Legends Worlds 2017 happened over the weekend. I know you guys don't play, but a huge event happened. So for the past 2 years, the Korean team, South Korea Telecom won. Their team actually lost in the finals, which is huge because they've won three out of the
They're like the Patriots right now.
Oh, like yeah, absolutely. So it was pretty huge because they lost to the other South Korean team, Samsung Galaxy. But it was pretty huge. It's like
soccer. It's just like this is so like the Emirates like whatever. It's like let's not have team names. Let's have like brand names.
Yeah, exactly. But it's pretty crazy because just a lot of people in the community.
Fucking what's his name? Just bought a esports team. Jerry Jones, Jim.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, esports.
The Wilcon's on one.
It's getting there now. It's on the brink of like mainstream now.
Yep. I mean, you can't deny it because now all these like big way, like the rich people, like actual sports teams are investing in esports.
Mm-hmm.
It's
the NBA actually
bought like Sixers bought an esports team, right?
Yeah, the NBA has some deals set up with 2K now. They're
sure
gonna do a pretty big thing with
South Korea. Speaking of my heritage here, South Korea won like 5 major esports events in the past month.
Yeah,
including Overwatch World Championship, which they
did. I didn't know that. Wow, that's pretty awesome.
They defended their title. I don't like. It's gonna be like so daunting going into the Overwatch League and knowing South Korea's in the league. It's just like
it's just they're almost on a whole level.
Like they will literally kill themselves to be the best.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's like 70 hours straight practicing and.
Wow.
One of the kind of controversial things that happened with the SKT team losing was, so their main person, his nickname is Faker, and he's pretty much undisputedly the best League of Legends player in the world. He's like probably the most consistent. And
he's like a rock star in Korea.
Oh yeah, he is a celebrity. He has made, I'm pretty sure he's stated like millions off of playing League professionally. But when they actually lost, he kind of, after bowing to the other team, like for politeness after the match ended, he actually sat back down in his chair and like started crying. So the community, like you had the people who were like, oh, Faker's a crier, all this other stuff, and the people were like, oh man, like he's such a competitor, and he's letting his raw emotion show and stuff like that. But I just thought it was kind of cool to see like this dude takes his video games very seriously. Like he's just super competitive. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they can bounce back because they were kind of shit talking a little bit before the world started. They're like, yeah, as long as League of Legends exists, we're gonna be the best team. And it's like, oh, really? Yeah. So they kind of jinxed themselves there.
All right. Okay. Well, that's going to wrap up the Gamecast, episode 369. Thanks for tuning in and viewing us. Write us podcast at allgeek.net. Follow us on Twitter, All You Geek, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Tune into our games, our movie cast, and our spoiler casts coming up. Thanks for listening. Thanks for viewing. Zombie. I don't know. Zombie Dragon. I don't even know.